Okay guys, today I'm recording in the best, hopefully if this records properly, I'm recording in the best possible quality possible on my phone. As far as I know. I don't know if there's any way of upgrading that in any way, but through softwares or anything. I mean, the tech is what the tech is, but I'm going to have a shower. We're recording in 4K, full, okay, 60 frames per second, and I've put it on the highest efficiency level as well. And I've set the exposure lock, so it should be okay brightness wise. Using an Android phone, as I say, it's a pretty good phone. It's not as I say, an iPhone or anything. But anyway, let me just get straight to this, okay? I'm having a shower. Sorry about the sound and visual quality, I'll say that. Just ahead of that, just in case there's any problems with it, okay? Now I also want to just mention this is just a simple shower video. I'm just going to be talking to you about reality in life. Again, reality, because recently I made a video which was a shower talk where I was talking about reality. You know, in another video that I made, which was all about, well, that's truth. But I was talking, and it was recorded in a VHS, style, VHS effect, okay? So I thought in this video I will go with the hyper super clear, or good, better quality, let's put it that way. I want to also mention just quickly that when I upload this online, like YouTube or wherever, this may or may not come out in the best quality. I'm hoping it will, but I don't know if there's any conversion or anything that's done when it's uploaded sometime. But remember, with all of my videos, no matter what they are and what quality they are too, don't forget to go to the settings and make sure you are watching it at the normal speed, preferably, and also the best quality setting there, at least which your computer and internet can handle. Go to the settings, and sometimes they don't show up in the best quality unless you choose it from the top, from the settings. Anyway, let's get straight to it. I want to make this a quick video because, big videos upload slower, so let's make this quick, have a quick wash. We're talking about being above kings. Be above the kings, okay? What do I mean by that? Well, there's people in the world that really believe that they earn a living, or that yes, they earn a living, meaning the money that they earn, for example, they earn it from their hard work and effort. Same as respect. You think you earn respect from people. Sadly, in this world, nothing is set in concrete like that in stone. When someone gives you respect, or acknowledgement, it comes from their own view and their own choice, and it usually comes from selfishness, like they feel they can benefit from you, or they fear you, or they naturally appreciate you or respect you, like something about you, they like something about you. If not, then we can't say that we have won it, because even by being respectful to someone and kind, you can't always win it back. You may be the most productive, confident, self-respecting person, even someone who's tough, even, or stand up to people, or someone who's done amazing things in life. In whatever way your persona or your personality is, true or fake, how somebody else sees that is going to be their own way of seeing it. There's people that will look down on you or look up to you, for the good or the bad, nothing's set. And a lot of people are deluded into this idea of materialistic ways of thinking, money and power. Now, money is a system of control that a lot of people are controlled by living in this world, where you can't even live if you don't have enough money. You actually literally have to starve to death and say that you've earned a roof over your head, you've earned a living from other humans. What a terrible thing to say, the natural earth that's here. And religious people, a lot of religious people, believe that God created the earth anyway, so here we are, people, bowing down to other human beings and talking about earning a living from them, the right to live. If someone was on the road carrying a big knife or machete and tried to kill somebody, that wouldn't be allowed. Most parts of the world, I don't know. And the laws, the way they change these laws these days are quite scary, but I'm saying, But it seems that they let you starve. They'll tell you that you are the cause of your life existence on this earth, and your hard work and efforts will pay off. You just need to believe in yourself. Well, that doesn't work like that. Sadly, where's the power's at? Someone's in the masses too, and where the support's at, or the respect, which is often just based on fear and delusion from a lot of people. Your efforts and hard work and all that good stuff, your calmness, your politeness, or your toughness, your hardness, your determination, your ability, none of that necessarily is going to be what's going to keep you standing on your feet and breathing air into your lungs, food going into your stomach, water into your body, and all that, a bed to sleep on, a roof over your head. No, because it's not always in your hands. There's been people that have stood up for their rights and they've still been locked up even when they've not, done anything wrong per se. There's people that have stood up for their rights in jobs and they've still been fired. They've not been able to, beat the top monsters, so to speak. The pack of hyenas and wild beasts, So there's a lot of injustice and corruption, even at the toppest levels in governments, I believe. And even, look at the whole thing, even what are wars about even? You say defending the country, but what are people doing? Firing triggers, firing guns and bombing people and stuff. It's just insane, right? But let's talk about this, okay? In a job sense, okay? If I'm a boss, for example, if I'm a manager or a boss, okay? Then you're working for me, and I tell you that I'm going to give you such and such amount of money for doing such and such amount of work, or I'm going to cut your pay because you've not done a good enough job. I'm the one who says that. But in your mind, you think that you've earned money, or you earn money from me for the work you do. Sometimes you can maybe give someone and show someone something, or if they are able to appreciate it, as in if their tongue is able to taste such flavours with the food, if they like what you do and they pay you for it, then you've earned it, kind of thing, you could say. But it's not on your part. There are people that are tough, there are people that work really hard even, and they stand up for their rights. They're not weak in character, you might say, but they work really hard too, but they're still not respected for any real way for what they've done. They're not really earning. For as long as you're below, you're not really earning any respect unless someone treats you fairly anyway, I'm saying fairly, really fairly, Not just, okay, I'll give you those crumbs you begged for. If someone gives what they're able to, if there's true fairness, even on the level of respect in the heart, that's what's inside. Not always what's seen. So, look, okay, if you're working for me, if someone's working for me, and I'm the boss, you don't earn from me really. I choose to pay or not. So psychologically and physically, it's almost like you've been robbed a lot of the time. Now, here's the thing, okay? The king's up top. The boss, the manager or whatever of the job, whatever it is, it's just a status. His idea is just, it's not really a real thing. It literally really is just, he's the king because everybody calls him that. And because everybody allows him to say what goes. He's the king because everybody allows him to be the king and follow his words. Now, it's like this, okay? Whether you're trying to make a good connection with someone in a positive, communicative way, or whether you're trying to attack, distance can never do anything like that. You can't connect, I'll put it that way, as long as there's distance. So the king is not really the king. He's the king because people call him the king. And now, here's the thing. So the people closest to the king, okay, people that are closest to the king, those people you would think would have more of a chance. So those people are enabling and allowing such ruthless and disgusting behaviour. But do you know something? There's never any real connection if it's not real, no matter how close you are. And most of these people are fearful and slaves too. So there can never be any connection, and the king can never be any connection. The man with the power can never be any power if he's destroying the land around him, and if he's always fighting for power. He doesn't have power. He doesn't have true respect. He has, or either he doesn't have it. So he doesn't have anything. Self-respect, purity is what we need as human beings. So work with each other, live and let live, promote life, and make the society more in accordance with nature, in that things are balanced without greed and selfishness, where we can be able to support each other. And it starts with the attitude, even if there's hard work to be done, but attitude, So there is no truth in all this stuff, you see. When you're saying there's a king, there's someone on top of that, you don't earn a living. When you start to earn a living, that starts when you understand that your life is yours. The efforts you put in what you do in your life, the efforts, can do a lot. Your effort you can gain more for yourself elsewhere, like in other areas of your life, than wasting your mind and body energy trying to earn a living from a king who wouldn't care to see you dead. He'd step over your body like it's nothing. When someone is so big, there's no world for them to stand on. There's no door they can enter or exit from. A true prison, the place without freedom. The one who's always trying to control everything and everyone because they can't control themselves and they're living in fear, even of peace and nothing itself. Someone who can't stand what they have and can't stand what they don't have, whose mind's racing all the time to compete with others, to control things, has no control, is in total delusion and insanity, mentally ill. So there's no power there in those who want to waste their lives fighting with other lives and waste their energy spending it away. That's not what you call a rich man or woman. You bring yourself into bad health that way. No matter how much gold you have, or gold chains around your neck or your body, a prisoner to your own delusion, enslaving yourself to those you try to enslave. Look in the mirror, turn the light on in the darkness, otherwise you'll never see. And you'll always be stuck like that, and when you die, but everything you had won't know your name, and there'll always be someone step in your place. True respect for the self comes without action even sometimes. It must first start, for the actions to mean anything, at least, or whatever, you have to have self-awareness, self-understanding, self-acceptance, little self-respect. But this is what we're talking about. That's what I'm talking about in this video. I've got a nice wash. Peace is without competition. Winning is without competition. Winning is not trying to win. if your mind is truly talking about failure and constantly climbing to a better level or going further or climbing out of a pit, that always means you're always stuck in that place. What is it? Visions in your mind of the words of others, the attitudes of others that are keeping you thinking you're in this? Start to see with your own eyes, start to see with your own heart, without the distraction of others. Well, you can't talk about anything about being a king. You must be the king of yourself, the king or the queen of yourself first. Without titles, without any kind of disguise to the self. Look and see the truth. And if you are confused already, look and see the truth of what you are in nature. Look at nature itself and understand the self truly. Otherwise, you can give someone, a sword, a pen, money, or an alarm clock. And even that may be useless. The true alarm clock you need to wake up. You need to truly wake up into honest truth. Peace.